Stadium. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, Clemson's head coach told me before the game, he understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Tight end now in motion. The give to the lone running back. Just smothered on the play.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Sends it back in motion. Drops back. It's Reynolds. Look out! And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Making the adjustment on the play.
Freeze, freeze. Let it go.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Trying to make one miss. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead. But
intercepted! Oh, what a play! Looking for more room. He's at the touchdown, Tiger. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the ground, it's Croma. Got room at the 35. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Underwood to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. Turning it on! All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Second down coming up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Stepping to the right. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Close enough for a field goal try, but they want more. Going for it on 4th and short from the 20. 4th down, Underwood. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll take it himself. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Florida State. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Deep in the end zone, it's Preston. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The handoff to Johnson. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Might as well run him again. Fighting off the defender. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things.
Running free! The 40! The 30! He's at the 10, and he scores! Touchdown, Clemson!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that scintillating 78-yarder for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Underwood. Still looking. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Moves to his right. Trying to find his man in the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Johnson. There he goes. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Here's Underwood. They're all over it. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Moving the pocket, it's Reynolds. Runs through the tackle. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
A first down run in the red zone. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On the run, it's Chroma. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He's got it. Good, strong tackle. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on D. To see ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Reels it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. 4th down.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the tip. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Coming out with it, it's Gibson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Throwing, Underwood. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. From deep, it's Gibson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Underwood to throw. Rolls right. Rolling right and going deep. They tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quick give. It's Chroma. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Here's a return from midfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 16, the Missouri Tigers. And it's Georgia coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls. That gets them back above 500. They're now 3-2 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. To the air, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Long way to go on second down. Again, it's Underwood. He's going to take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Bryce Underwood to the air again. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. He'll try to tack on one more. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He almost kicked that thing out of bounds, but it made it into the end zone first, and it'll be a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. They'll give it to Johnson. At the 35, he's open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. To the air, it's Reynolds. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Moving out to the right. Unloads it left. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Really good job on the defense there. Understanding pass, dropping back, but not losing sight of that running back and letting that quarterback throw it to him where he can pick up some extra yards and get that first down. They did a great job covering the whole field and making sure that running back got nowhere.
Can they catch him? Touchdown, Tigers. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The run inside. It's Chroma. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got some green grass. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Handoff for Jarrett. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
The handoff to Johnson. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Here's a give to Gibson. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They go play action. Bryce Underwood buying a little time to his left. They're working that left side. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Gibson. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Off play action. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Underwood. He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Johnson. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
And he puts the cherry on the sundae. And I tell you what, man, this upset does not happen without this running game. He settled everybody down, toted the rock angry, made a bunch of plays. Palmer, he made it easy for this offense to have a big day.
I think he took it personally. I think he read the clippings and listened to all the experts talk about how they could not run the ball against this physical, this imposing defense, and really played with a chip on his shoulder today. He looked like he was running angry, and no question, he's the key to their team's massive upset win.
Number 81 set to kick this one.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Throwing, Underwood. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And that is the height of efficiency on that drive. Make a big play in the passing game, single snap, get a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Preston. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The handoff. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They'll give it to Johnson. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the fourth quarter. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.